everybody. I'm going to try to film as quickly as possible because I am trying to use the last bit of natural lighting before I go out thrifting, actually. But anyway, so I need to get on the bus in about 10 minutes. All right, so I actually went to Milwaukee for a vacation, a little mini vacation, because it's easy to get to where I am on Amtrak. And there is a Goodwill boutique called Ratique, and I got a couple things there. I'll show some of the cooler things first. So I got this necklace, which I think is 1970s when I looked up similar necklaces on eBay. So it's this faux pearl collar that opens up, and I think it looks gorgeous. I have 1950s and 60s vintage, both real and reproduction, but I think this will look good with it regardless. And then, oh, that was $6.99, so it's a boutique, so it is marked up. This is $9.99. I thought, oh my goodness, $9.99 at a thrift store. But I looked up this website, decadentmini.com, and it costs $36. It is handmade polymer clay, brand new in package, chocolate cakes with little sprinkles, and they look very realistic. So, okay, worth the $9.99. I got 2 books. I collect textbooks. This is not a textbook, but this is written for educators. And basically, it says Onward, Cultivating Emotional Resilience in Educators was $3.99 and retail for $34.95. It's a professional development book for teachers. And I thought it was super interesting because it's very holistic. It talks about forest bathing, amongst other things, as a way to keep yourself fully healthy in the mind, body, and spirit, so you can show up as your best self and fully rested for your students. So I thought that was really great. I'd never heard of a book like that. $2.99 for this hardcover nonfiction, Bedlam, An Intimate Journey into America's Mental Health Crisis. Has over 4-star average review on Goodreads, and mental health is one of my interests that I like reading about, so I thought that was great. Last thing I got from Goodwill was this Epcot CD for $1.99. On eBay, this sells for like $12+, so pretty good deal for $1.99. I don't remember. I think I broke it actually when I was traveling, the jewel case, but that's fine. The outside, not the CD. And then at a bookstore called Downtown Books Bought and Sold, I only found one book that I wanted, but this is Mary Ballow's Remember Me. Mary Ballow's been around for a while, like since the 90s. This is one of her newer novels, and it was only $2.95, and it retails for $9.99, and these sell for about $5 on eBay. I'm not selling it. I'm just saying that, like, this is a good deal. I also got, I'm making pretty good time because I'm talking very fast. The lighting is perfect. I have a window right here in this direction. My arm angle is kind of wacky. So beautiful lighting. I just wanted to capture that before I left to get on the bus. Now, these are not super cheap, but I just wanted to show these anyway. I went to a consignment shop called Maggie's Closet, and they were having their birthday sale. So these gloves were $31, and I thought to myself, oh my goodness. But these are vintage 1960s, I believe. Made in France for Dayton's department store. Dayton's has been out of business since 2001, and it's Gant Jonquet. I took Spanish in high school, not French. 6.5, 100% wool lining, real leather, and it, well, fits me like a glove. It is the exact same size as my hand and fingers. I don't know where I'd be wearing this, but I like vintage. And it goes well with the boots that I bought. Oh, I happened to be there just in time for 35% off all accessories, so I paid $20.15, which these sell for about $30 on eBay, so I got a deal on that. And these are UGG boots. I have never owned UGG boots before. It says UGG on the little button there. That's the only place it says it on the outside of the shoe. But these are platform boots, about 1 inch, 1.5 inch? No, that's 2 inches. Why I think it was 1 inch. That's 2 inches tall. But they're real leather. They retailed for $150 originally, I believe, and they're trying to sell them for $47. But I only paid $30.55, which is fantastic. It's my exact size, 6.5, and I have another pair of boots, but they're they're army green combat boots. So I like that these are black because they'll fit better with more outfits. And these are actually taller because I'm only 5'4", actually a little bit under. And these are zip up, and my other ones are Converse, so they're not zip up. You don't have to fully lace and unlace them. They have hooks where you pull the laces on and off, but I think these will be nicer than my army green combat boots. So just 2 things from the consignment shop. And the last couple of things, you can, this stuff is not as interesting, so you can click off after the next 2 items. I went to a local thrift store called the Idea Store, so back to Illinois, and they sell primarily craft supplies, but they also have miscellaneous items like this vintage Halloween Witch's Cauldron candy bucket. So I work for the local university, it's the flagship university of the state of Illinois, and I give out candy to my student employees and some of the graduate student TAs. So this was $1.50, and I know that's vintage because it says made in USA. It is General Foam plastic out of Norfolk, Virginia, and originally sold for $2.99. So that was probably my favorite find. My second favorite, well, actually no, this might be my favorite find. This is an old American Airlines carry-on bag, I guess, a little tote. I was like, I recognize that logo, but not recently. Yeah, this is their 90s logo, so it's been a good 30-ish years since they've had that logo. But anyway, these bags sell for about $20+ on eBay, and I paid $2.50, so that's a good deal for. I'm not selling this. I just like to know that I'm getting a good deal, you know. So that's all my most interesting stuff. The rest is craft supplies. If you don't like that, you can click out. But I mean, it's kind of craft supplies, but I'll show you. So this was 25 cents, and this looks handmade. Well, I gotta fix it a little bit with glue, but it is this little paper suitcase meant to fit a gift card. And it says, I just can't thank you enough. It just opens up like that. It's all made of paper. It looks handmade. Then I got a bunch of tissue paper, which is $4 a pound. Because I actually have been selling some stuff on eBay lately, and Poshmark. Some stuff I've just had for, like, clothes I don't wear anymore and things like that, in addition to some of the things I've hauled here on YouTube. So, I'm using that as shipping material. This was $1. It's a graduation banner that says, we're so proud of you. My youngest brother is graduating high school in May, so I use it for that, and also I want to throw a work party for my student employees, because we've never done one, and I've worked at my university for 2 years, and I'm like, guys, we don't get paid that much. Let's have some fun. That's why we work here, right? For money, yes, but also because, like, all the students are so fun to work with. I need to hurry up. This is 50 cents. This is holographic paper. I got a bunch of, this is $4 a pound, so I got a bunch of little cuttings, little, like, ephemera pieces for scrapbooking and junk journaling. I got a bunch of these. These say they're invitations on the other side, but I'm only going to use the side that has the lines for writing, because I really like the shape, the kind of ragged edge shape that these have. I've got, like, 15 of these. There's a bunch of, like, Christmas-related little scrap pieces of paper. This one has a fold-out that you can write in. I'm going to use this for scrapbooking. I might not finish this in time for the bus. I did this really, I mean, I can just take the next bus stop, but I wanted to challenge myself to talk a little faster. There's some cardstock there. Baby bottle. I get some gift bags. This Christmas gift bag, 25 cents. It was $1 originally. This one was 25 cents, but it also got this bow attached to it, so that's a little bit of an extra good deal. 50 cents for this happy birthday gift bag that has this nice bow as part of it. And this was originally $1.99. This is 25 cents. Christmas bag. Another Christmas bag for 25 cents. I have a lot of people that give gifts too, so $1.49 originally. The bows were $4 a pound. So I just liked this fabric, the pink velvety with the gold metallic backing. This is actually tied into a bow already. It's got the floral wire in it. This is just a little bit crumpled up, but it's got the two tails, and I actually have a bow in this fabric already that I bought months and months ago. So when I saw more of this fabric, I was like, absolutely. So I've got two of these. And then this red velvet with the gold backing that has some wire attached to it. Red velvet bow with a little bit of wire attached. And I don't know if I'm going to finish this one. This IKEA bag for 50 cents. Because I have a lot of tote bags, but they're nicer ones. I don't like to get messed up. So that was just going to be like a beater tote bag. This box for 50 cents either to help mail things, ship things out when I sell them, or to store some craft supplies. It's originally a Levenger box that held a disc-bound notebook. I like their stuff, but it's too pricey. And also, I don't really use paper notebooks that often anymore. This box was 25 cents. I'll use this for shipping things. This gift box is so lovely. 75 cents. Look at the blue on the outside. Oh, that is upside down. But it's got the satin lined inside. So save that for a gift. Especially when I thrift gifts. It's nice to have these nicer boxes. Because sometimes stuff is just loose. If you buy loose jewelry at the thrift store, for example. So this is a earring box. A faux leather white box. It looks like a ring box, but it's not. This was 50 cents. This was originally a chocolate box. This is so fun. So it's got the top compartment here, and it's got two drawers with a little pull ribbon. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this, but I might put it in my craft room as a storage bin. It's got the two pull-out drawers here with the gold lining inside. And that was $1.50. And lastly, there's this gift box, which originally held something by the brand Remembrance. It's got the silvery attached bow, and it's blue and velvety on the outside, and that was $1. So I spent $16 total after tax, because I rounded up to donate to the store, because it's a nonprofit. So I think I missed the bus, honestly, but I'll just take the next one, which is in like 15 minutes, which is totally fine. But I just wanted to do it. Oh, actually, no, I just got a notification on my phone. I have not missed the bus. The bus will come in 5 minutes. So favorite things: the American Airlines bag, vintage gloves, the not vintage, the modern boots that came out like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, and so I also really like the cauldron. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you